The most awaited sequel to Netflix's most viewed Regal series, Bridgerton, has finally come, and fans have already tuned in to watch each episode. After arriving on Netflix on December 25th, 2020, we were all graced by His grace and the lovely Daphne Bridgerton. The couple took us to a whirlwind of romantic and lustful adventures as the series created by Shondaland carefully and swiftly separated itself from the crowd of series in the online streaming platform, creating its own name. Now, every time we hear the name Bridgerton, we know exactly what we're going for, and the latest season didn't disappoint. So, how did Bridgerton Season 2 end? And does the ending set up for Season 3? We'll answer that and more in this video as we explain the ending of Bridgerton Season 2 in detail. But before anything else, watch out for some major spoilers and make sure to first hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more updates. Now, let's begin. The Bridgerton Season 2 finale nicely closes up Anthony and Kate's plot while also laying the stage for what's to come in Season 3 and beyond in the ton. Season 1's period drama and hot romances drew many viewers, making Bridgerton one of Netflix's most popular shows. Fortunately, there's much more to come. Netflix has 8 Bridgerton books to adapt, and considering how popular the show is, there's a strong possibility they'll get all made, with Season 3 and 4 already committed. It's unclear where the show will go in the future, especially given it's eager to stray from its source material, but Bridgerton Season 2's conclusion provides a solid base on which to develop. Bridgerton's biggest proof of concept, demonstrating that Season 1 wasn't a fluke, that it can exist without breakout star Regé-Jean Page, and that it can portray a variety of romance stories, with Anthony and Kate's love story being a departure from Daphne and Simon's, but no less engaging. Similarly, despite some notable absences, Bridgerton Season 2 was a transitional year in certain ways, continuing to build its characters and push forward. Its mix of romance and scandal leads up to the Season 2 finale, and here's what went down in the finale. Why Anthony and Kate get married off-screen. The Season 2 finale of Bridgerton closes predictably with Anthony and Kate marrying. Their attraction to and ultimately love for one another was impossible to ignore in the end, their passions and desires triumphing and Anthony finally allowing himself the chance to be truly happy. Because Bridgerton is set in the 1800s, the romance must, of course, rapidly lead to marriage, as this is the correct way of things, despite their relationship's fairly shady beginnings. Even though Anthony has chosen to go against the grain in some ways, there must be a sense of honor, but it also indicates that their marriage is truly one of love. Perhaps even more startling is the fact that Anthony and Kate's wedding takes place off-screen. Bridgerton is a flashy period drama that never misses an opportunity to dress up its characters in amazing costumes and dazzle with production design, which makes the decision not to show the wedding all the more surprising. The most important on-screen wedding in Bridgerton Season 2 was Anthony and Edwina's, which was paradoxically the one that didn't happen, because it's about him recognizing his actual feelings and then choosing love above duty and honor after Edwina's refusal to marry him. That's what Anthony and Kate's romance is all about. Therefore, portraying them as a happy family with the rest of the Bridgertons is more crucial than the wedding event. What the bee in Bridgerton Season 2's final scene means. A bee at the window was the final shot of Bridgerton Season 1, immediately after Daphne gave birth to her and Simon's son. The bee comes into more emphasis in Season 2 with a definite sitting in the tail as a symbolic tease of things to come. Edmund Bridgerton, the father of all 8 children, was murdered by a bee sting, as depicted in flashbacks during Bridgerton Season 2, Episode 3. What makes Bridgerton's first season endings tragic? The bee, an ominous portent of a past death that would come to the fore and characterize much of Season 2, particularly the long-term impact it had on Anthony. With that, the bee scenario from Season 1 is reversed in the Bridgerton Season 2 ending. For starters, it's not at the very end, although it does appear at the opening of the last scene. It used to hover menacingly, but today it soars freely amid the flowers, a reflection of what comes before. If the original bee symbolized Anthony's horrific background and how it would be unraveled, the bee in Bridgerton Season 2's ending symbolizes Anthony's recovery from that anguish owing to his love for Kate. It was a bee sting that drove him to close down and refuse to love again, prioritizing duty before all else. and it was a bee sting to Kate that initially ignited the spark between them, allowing him to open up once more. With that in mind, it's fitting that the bee arrives in the closing scene here, implying Anthony's acceptance of what has transpired and the emergence of fresh love in its place, why Queen Charlotte supports Anthony and Kate's marriage. Queen Charlotte, who approves of Anthony and Kate's relationship, is one of the main reasons for their happiness. Given that she previously orchestrated Anthony and Edwina's wedding, which resulted in royal shambles that required careful cleanup to safeguard her personal image, this is a significant reversal in strategy. Queen Charlotte, on the other hand, is romantic at heart, as the King George sequence in Season 2 reminds viewers. King George III of Bridgerton is a terrible figure beset by disease, but the one thing he recalls is his love for his wife and her for him. It's a beautiful and poignant moment that speaks to the many forms and surprising places that love comes in. It's rare to find a love that's completely cherished. It's why Queen Charlotte is so loyal to King George and so enamored with the romance of this season. And it's why she's so eager to get one over on Lady Whistledown. What happens next to Anthony and Kate? Bridgerton book story. Bridgerton Season 2 wraps off Anthony and Kate's narrative, at least as far as the show is concerned, which is in line with the books. However, Julia Quinn's novels tell part of what happened to Anthony and Kate after Bridgerton Season 2, much as the show does to Daphne and Simon. One epilogue of The Viscount Who Loved Me reveals that they've been married for 5 years and are still playing the annual Pall Mall game at Aubrey Hall, which was mentioned in the finale. A second epilogue shows that they've been married for 10 years and are still celebrating Anthony's 39th birthday. Bridgerton's novels also reveal that Anthony and Kate had 4 children after the Season 2 finale: Edmund, Miles, Charlotte, and Mary. Bridgerton Season 2 ending, real meaning explained. All of Bridgerton Season 2's key themes, including family, duty, love, and truth, are emphasized in the Season 2 finale. He ultimately learns to put his heart and pleasure ahead of duty and honor when he falls in love with Kate. Even though love can bring both joy and heartache, the conclusion of Bridgerton Season 2 is unapologetically romantic in this sense. It acknowledges that it's preferable to experience love than to block oneself off from it totally, as Anthony had done earlier. Aside from being the cool Viscount Bridgerton who must do what's right and crunch the statistics, Anthony can now be more of a person his family has always wanted him to be since Edmund died. A person who can truly understand and be there for them, delivering affection. In this way, his ending resembles that of Simon in the first season of Bridgerton, both overcoming past traumas and self-imposed norms that govern and intentionally limit their own pleasure, from tragedy rising hope. The Featherington storyline in Bridgerton Season 2 ends with Portia turning against Jack to defend her children, which echoes the same idea of family. Family and love, whether it's familia or romantic, continues to be prioritized over money and position. Truth, like love, may be more difficult in the short term, but in the long run it's far better, whether you're lying to your best friend or lying to yourself. This is something Eloise discovers of Lady Whistledown's identity also shows. Bridgerton's 2 main houses recognize the importance of honor and doing the right thing, despite all of this, near the end of the novels. Well, that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more episodes.